A great way to keep track of budgets is to use an Excel spreadsheet. Now, it's pretty easy to just type in your numbers. Keep track of the income, right? What money are you bringing in from jobs or any other work that you do? So in this case, you can see that my monthly income for this particular example, I have one job that in the month I bring in $3,500 and my other job I bring in $900. Great. You might have other income, maybe child support, or maybe you have an allowance depending on how old you are. Maybe you have roommates that pay you for different things. Great. Use all of that as income. That's any money coming into you. And then we have expenses. What are you paying for? So rent or a mortgage. You have, utilities, whether that's gas for your power, the electric, the water bill. You might have a car payment. Probably have a cell phone. You've got to put gas in that car, maybe, unless you have an electric vehicle. I like to eat, so there's always food. If you have children, there's a good chance you're paying for childcare. And then maybe you have insurance of a type, whether that's rental insurance, car insurance, some other type of insurance. And maybe there's others. So the first thing you want to do is list out all of your bills, whether they're income, money coming in, or expenses, the money going out. Then at the end of the month, we're going to want to do a total. So to find the total income, I'm going to make this a formula. So I type in equals, and I want to add those together. So I'm going to use the word sum because that means the total of adding things together. And when I use the parenthesis, I can then click and drag. So I'm going to click in cell B3, drag down to B4, or you could simply type in B3 colon B4. Enter, and my total income is $4,400. Now I'm going to come over here to the monthly outcomes place. This is where my totals are going to be, so I can find, do I have a surplus or deficit? So my income, I'm going to hit equals, click my income, so you can see it says equal B5, and it moves it over. The point of that is if maybe you say, ooh, I got a bonus that month, and so my job income went up, it'll automatically change your overall income. So cell references are always great. For my expenses, I can again hit equals sum, and I can hit B8 colon B17, or again, I could click on the $1,250 for rent and drag down through the insurance. I hit enter and it gives me my total expenses. So now I come over here and I do the equal cell reference of B18, and now I have my expenses. To find if we have a surplus or a deficit, we want to take our income, money coming in, subtract the money going out. If this is a positive number, and in this case it is, we have ourselves a surplus, which means I have more money coming in than I have going out, which is generally a good thing. Now let's pretend, just for fun, I'm just going to change this rent. I'm just going to make it real high just for fun. If our expenses are higher than our income, you will see that my income minus expenses is now a negative number. And if that's negative, that means I have a deficit. That means I am paying more. More money is going out of my accounts than is coming in. That's generally not the greatest way to live. It's going to happen periodically, I think, month to month, depending on what's happening. Do you need new tires? Did your kid break a leg, right? We have different bills that pop up randomly that are going to cause those expenses to go up. But you want to kind of keep track month by month. It's a good way to just see, is more money coming in than going out? And that's budgets in Excel.